Hey, watch this video if you want to get the most out of your next visit to one of Southeast Asia's most visited cities, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I've been captivated by this city for over a decade. There are so many things I like about KL, including the fact that it's acceptable to call it KL by locals. But for the most part, I think I've always been drawn to its wonderful blend of the old and the new, and its multicultural society. It's the perfect place to visit if you're just beginning your travels to Southeast Asia. I'm John Sabot, and these are my Far East travels. In this video, we'll focus on a few of the obvious places to visit, ideas for dining and shopping, the contrasts of new and traditional, some interesting facts about KL and Malaysia, and of course, where to stay.
All right, so now you're wondering, where should I stay in Kuala Lumpur? Let me tell you about these places. I've stayed in every single one of them, starting with KLCC, Kuala Lumpur City Center. This is very convenient and extremely modern. I mean, just modern and nothing but modern in KLCC. Lots of five-star resorts. If you love the life of luxury, you will love KLCC. You're close to walking distance to Petronas Towers, the Surya Mall, and KLCC Park, so very convenient in that way. Close to a couple of MRT lines, as well as a great nightlife, fantastic shopping, and amazing restaurants in KLCC. Next up, KL Sentral. This is the most convenient place to stay for transportation. So if you're on a short layover to KL, you just want to get in and out, stay around KL Sentral. There's lots of choices from budget to five-star hotels in KL Sentral, walking distance to a few things, and probably the most convenient thing is really quick in and out from the airport on the KLIA Express. You're close to brick fields and Little India, which is a great cultural experience and some fantastic food. But the best thing about KL Sentral is you are at the center of the transportation hub of Kuala Lumpur. All right, next up, Chinatown. Chinatown is a gem. It's only getting better and better over the years. Now with budget hotels and boutique hotels, walking distance to some fantastic cultural heritage like the buildings of the area, Jalan Petaling, the very famous shopping street. You can go and haggle and bargain for all kinds of fake things or whatever the heck you want from KL. Go to Jalan Petaling. You can walk to the Central Market where there's also great food and shopping. And Chinatown, by the way, just has some amazing restaurants and amazing food, all in this area. You can walk to the River of Life, Merdeka Square, and now Merdeka 118, the second tallest building in the world, right around Chinatown. And then, of course, there is Bukit Bintang. BB, or Bukit Bintang, is the center of nightlife in Kuala Lumpur, no question about it. If you love nightlife, if you love great restaurants, you love shopping, you're going to love BB. It is a shopping paradise, one of the best shopping areas in all of Southeast Asia. You're also one MRT stop away from the TRX Exchange Mall, which has the Apple Store and other very huge international brands, and even a really high-end supermarket or a couple of supermarkets at the TRX Exchange Mall. Bukit Bintang, the place to stay if you love nightlife. And it's fairly convenient. They have a monorail stop there, and you can walk on the covered walkway between Bukit Bintang and KLCC. And then finally, you can stay right here. This is Chow Kit. I am staying here. I've stayed here for the last couple years on stays over in Kuala Lumpur. I love it. It is close to the Kampong Baru neighborhood, very famous local Malay neighborhood of Kuala Lumpur. You've got the market here and lots of great little restaurants, places you can get laksa or roti canai and have some good talks with local people right here. And there's also some budget hotels and there's 5-star hotels all in Chow Kit, which is also walking distance to Petronas Towers and a few other locations as well. Now you know where to stay in Kuala Lumpur. It's a real hazy, kind of rainy week here in Kuala Lumpur. And it's not like I'm not used to the rain here. I think it rains anytime I come here at some point in the day. But this time of year we get more rain here, or they get more rain here. And this particular year has just had an excessive amount of rain here and other parts of Southeast Asia. Actually, you know, if you live in Southeast Asia and you want to get away somewhere, pretty much you got to face the fact that you're going to get rain. But it's okay. You know, the first time I went to Everest Base Camp in Tibet, it snowed the morning that I was to walk up to the base camp, so we got to the base camp and couldn't see Everest at all. So this is fine. I'm okay with this.
Okay, I'll have plenty of glimpses on this day of the second highest building in the world. No threat of a disappointment there. In my experience, the rain in KL usually comes in the form of a short, intense downpour, often the perfect time to duck into a restaurant and grab a snack and a teh tarik or pulled tea. Or if it's the right time of day, you can leave your shoes at the entrance to the Mariamman Temple and fall into a wonderful early evening Hindu puja or prayer offering session. Usually Hindu priests or laypersons conduct the puja, where water, perfume, flowers, incense, and other items are offered to deities in the temple. Pujas are performed for a variety of reasons: an ask for good health or prosperity, or to celebrate an event or honor a guest.
You know, I just never ever get tired of that experience, walking into a temple like this one and just getting that sense of calmness right away, the bell constantly chiming and putting you into that, I wouldn't say trance, but just kind of that state of being in the moment and the intention that everybody has of goodness that comes from a visit to a puja or prayer like that. Just very, very special. Highly recommend it anytime you're here.
Of course, eating good food is a great joy in KL and is one of the most easiest things you can find, with everything from fine dining to these restaurants that offer wholesome good food, decent service at affordable prices. Getting around KL is very easy on its extensive metro system that keeps getting better every year. Pick up a touch and go card and get on the metro so you can avoid this.
Hey, I'm outside one of my favorite cafes, no lie, here in all of Southeast Asia, Fika Coffee Roasters in Bukit Bintang in Kuala Lumpur. You've got to come here the next time you're in KL. Coffee to die for, amazing service. Fika Coffee Roasters. Okay, here's a piece of travel advice for you. Watch out for the mysterious traveler. Next time you're at the airport checking in with your airline. Now, this is especially true for airlines that have a separate queue for each counter. If they have a one lineup queue for all of their counters, don't worry about this. But if they have separate lines for each counter, watch out for the mysterious traveler. The mysterious traveler carries no baggage, or they carry way too much baggage for one person. The mysterious traveler is waiting in line for their extended family. So you are lulled into a false sense of security when that traveler goes up to the counter and you think they're only going to be 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden a mass amount of people come to join them, maybe 5, maybe 6, maybe more. And they're all there to check in, and now you're waiting 15 to 20 minutes in line. Be careful and watch out for the mysterious traveler the next time you're waiting in line at the airport.
Many who travel to Southeast Asia are very familiar with the extensive selection of shopping malls and markets, and more people are becoming aware of how good the shopping is in Kuala Lumpur. Bukit Bintang has one of the highest concentrations of malls in Malaysia. Everything from Japanese department stores and clothing shops to food courts that honor the incredible heritage of the country's street food and hawker centers.
I made a video here a couple years ago about some t-shirts that I bought at Uniqlo, and I was complaining that I thought the neck size was a little bit tight compared with other countries I've purchased t-shirts from Uniqlo. And I think a lot of people were under the impression that I was comparing Asian sizes to North American sizes. Wasn't doing that at all. Actually, I've never bought anything from a Uniqlo in North America before. I've been living in Asia for 12 years now. This is where I buy my Uniqlo uniform from. And I was just simply comparing an XL size from Vietnam to an XL size in Malaysia. So it's actually a lesson for me in communication, not just assuming that people know what I'm talking about specifically with sizing, because the Asian sizes do vary compared with North American sizes. So if you're a tall guy like me, you might have to buy a XX or XXL shirt if you buy an XL in North America. But Uniqlo just does the North American sizes here. So XL is the largest size that you can get from a Uniqlo. So I'm gonna give it another shot here. I bought a couple more shirts, hoping the neck isn't too tight. What can I say? It's hard being me.
The Star Hill has one of my favorite retailers from Taiwan, Elite Emporium and Bookstore. Amazing selection of books in English, Chinese, Malay, and Japanese. Brilliant stationery and gift items. I miss Taiwan so much, but it's easy to get a little fix here before my next visit there. This is one of my favorite stores in BB, Don Don Donkey. The store song they have on loop absolutely drives me insane, but the selection of food and takeaway is well worth the aggravation.
I always buy way more than I should when I come here, but I can't resist. That song will drive you nuts after a few minutes, and then you can't stop singing it in your head.
Pavilion is kind of the big dog of shopping malls in Bukit Bintang. The top designers of the world can be found here, along with an amazing array of international and local food, including a Mercado supermarket location and massive food courts. Bukit Bintang has a vast array of restaurants catering to all walks of life, from the Jalan Alor food street to this shop I'm in to try one of the hottest food items to hit social media in the last year, the Dubai chocolate bar.
All right, I am in Kunafa Fingers, about to turn this video into some masterpiece of viralness. Yeah, I got one of these chocolate pistachio bars. You know these things that got famous in Dubai? Everybody went crazy for, and on TikTok and YouTube and everything else. They make them here now. So let's have a look at this. This place is actually nice. It's got all kinds of treats here. Sweets, baklava, pretty much anything that you want you can have here that's sweet. But this is what everybody's going crazy about on social media. Oh, this has kind of got a nice design too. Look at this. And look how thick this thing is. Now, okay, I'm going to do this, and you're going to get so excited when I do this. You are, aren't you? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh. Sorry. Let me give this a try. Pure genius. That's good. I'm gonna go buy some more.
Should you care, there are still more malls to explore in Bukit Bintang. I'm heading over one stop from BB on the Kajang line to the Exchange TRX Mall, where you'll find top brands including the Apple Store in a stunning architectural setting. And yes, another supermarket for me to explore full of food and wine from around the world. You'll also find a branch of this famous Japanese department store with its own food hall. More massive food courts, fine dining in various settings, and a location of the famous Taiwanese dumpling restaurant Din Tai Fung.
Hey, you thought Singapore has some tough laws? Well, Malaysia does too. So here are some tips, things that you should know before you leave home for Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia. First off, no spitting in coffee shops, eating houses, school premises, or public places, or public roads, okay? Use the sink and toilet like everybody else. Leave that nasty habit at home. All right, any person who rides or leads an elephant on any public road without permission from the chief of police will get a 50 ringgit fine, okay? Like 11 bucks. So I know you're rogue. I know you want to get out there with your elephant. Just get a permit like everybody else, please. And finally, anybody wearing camouflage, a camouflage uniform, or any part of a camouflage uniform and is not part of the Malaysian forces or a visiting force will receive a 500 ringgit fine and or 6 months in jail. So G.I. Joe, leave that camo at home.
Right next to the Central Market, Kuala Lumpur's Chinatown honors the heritage of the city with its architecture and traditional street food offerings. As with the theme of this show of showcasing the traditions and modern offerings of KL, I'm here to try some modern food in one of the city's most traditional settings.
Okay, I'm at the Hungry Taper in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This is the only vegan vegetarian restaurant in KL, they claim, that also has a full service bar. Now, why the heck not? I mean, Portland, Oregon has a vegan strip bar. Why can't KL have a vegan restaurant that also serves alcohol and booze and everything else that makes things more fun, right? All right, hey, who said vegans don't like to drink as well, or vegetarians? And I'm not a full vegan, but I eat mostly plant-based food. And I wanted to share this with you because KL has just got some really good vegetarian and vegan restaurants, and the cuisine lends itself to vegan versions. Like I had nasi lemak here the other day, which was fantastic, a vegan version. So I've got way too much food for one person here, but I want to share this with you anyways. It's kind of like a vegan mukbang, let's call it that. So this is supposed to be like fried chicken. It's mushrooms actually, deep fried. I'm going to try this first. They call it chikan. You know, when I came here the other day and I ordered like one dish, they kind of looked at me kind of funny, like, is that all you're going to get? And then I ordered this because I thought maybe the portions were going to be smaller. And then the server says, well, I didn't know you'd be able to eat all that. So I'm packing up some of this to go home. This is really, really good. Now I'm going to try this pink bombshell burger. It's a beetroot burger. The bun is made with a beetroot, and the patty is made with beetroot as well. Give this a try. That is amazing. Some sweet potato fries with mayo, vegan mayo. Got crap all over my hands. I don't care. This is really good. I highly recommend coming to this place and eat as much as you can and get drunk why the heck not? One more of these. Look at this lighting. Looks like I'm in a David Lynch movie or something. A David Lynch vegan movie.
Some of the street food or hawker sellers in Jalan Petaling and Chinatown have been selling the same dish like roast duck or congee for decades. Since this show is about the traditions of KL mixing with the contemporary or modern, I'm going to try something a little more traditional to the neighborhood and something new.
You know, NBC recently reported that Chinatowns are actually on a decline in the US. Not as many people going out anymore. New York City Chinatown restaurants closing at 9 p.m. instead of 3 a.m. like the old days before the pandemic. Not the case here in Kuala Lumpur at all. If anything, it's only getting better, especially with the Merdeka 118 tower now in this neighborhood, and more people are going to be coming to work here. The food is fantastic. I am trying a prawn fritter from a place that's been established since 1978 in Kuala Lumpur's Chinatown. Going to try this. So good. 10 ringgit for 4 pieces. Great deal. Fantastic food. One more thing. Cookie Crumbs Bake Shop. They have amazing cookies. I'm going to try the red velvet. Whew, I am living high here in KL. With white chocolate. That is amazing. Yeah, you gotta love this place.
One of the best times of the day to visit Jalan Petaling is at night, when the lanterns are lit and the crowds are especially in the mood for good food. If you're looking for hot nuts or creamy durian, you've come to the right place. The Petronas Twin Towers are the symbol of Kuala Lumpur's modern identity and economic success. They are the anchor of KLCC, the area most often considered Malaysia's measurement of success towards becoming a global player in many sectors. Located at the foot of the Petronas Towers, you'll find Surya KLCC, a 6-story shopping center featuring over 300 flagship stores. If the Petronas Twin Towers' charisma are the force that draw you to KLCC, and they most likely will be, the Surya Mall will be what grips you and refuses to let you or your wallet go. Surya KLCC offers up a diverse range of food, from fine dining to Moroccan coffee houses to hawker and American fast food, plus an Isatan department store with a wonderful food hall and top-notch Japanese takeaway. If you're looking to bust out of the mall scene, check out one of my favorite restaurants right next to the mall. They do a fine lunchtime nasi kandar with the usual rice, vegetables, meats, fish, and sauces, and easy to stick with vegetables only and satiate your Malay food addiction. One of the best supermarkets in KLCC for local and imported foods, beer and wine, takeaway and dine-in options. Ben's, located in the Link Mall, is my go-to for stocking up before I head back to my hotel or before I leave KL for home. KLCC easily has the city's most contemporary landscape, but this visitor from the Squid Game series takes it to another dimension.
Friggin' spookiest thing I've ever seen, and I've never even seen that show.
I really hadn't planned on experiencing the feeling of a deadly game of red light, green light on this visit. I just wanted to relax in an urban getaway setting. For everyone's safety, I just hope she likes the food. I really hope in my heart that this show somehow is a small and humble example of how this city can truly leave you with an indelible impression, offering the modern and sophisticated while being open and welcoming to the eclectic, never forgetting its roots and traditions. How could anyone but those that are the most twisted and insane not like this place?
Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love KL, cannot get enough of it, and I love telling people about it. So if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget more videos on this channel from Kuala Lumpur, East Asia, Southeast Asia, and South Asia, so do subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. From Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, this is John Sabo. Peace, love, and safe travels.